Hello everybody. I thought I'd do another video, which seems to be the standard way I kind of introduce these videos, so may as well stick with the winning formula. I have been neglecting my YouTube channel a bit recently because I've been doing live streams on Facebook, and although they're fun, I thought to myself I'll try and do something on here as well, because it's always good to obviously keep both channels updated. As many of you know now, I'm just on a public page on Facebook, so if you're watching this on Facebook, like the page, also subscribe to the channel here as well. That way you'll know when the next video is being released and what have you. And depending on how I'm feeling for the day, I might choose to live stream, or I may choose to do something on YouTube. And today seems to be a YouTube day. What I wanted to talk about today was following your passion and finding your tribe. And the reason for this, and I've done quite a few videos on the subject from different angles, and I feel I'll be putting it to bed soon and sorry, moving on to greener pastures, so to speak. Is that I had an interesting conversation with a young lady from Canada who's been following me faithfully on Facebook. And as I said, I closed out my private page and got this email saying, look, have I offended you in some way? And it was like, no, you've not offended me. What I've done is I've kind of moved on to my public page. And she was like, okay, no worries, I like your public page, which made me kind of laugh to myself, because I remember when I first started out, there was this real fear as to whether people would actually show up at talks, whether they'd like what I did. And when somebody would show up, it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And now, what I've kind of realized going further and further down the line is that those who are going to find you are going to find you, and things like Facebook and YouTube and social media are just excuses, because we live in a cause and effect world, and we basically need our excuses or our cause and effect for people to find us. I always kind of say that even if I was to kind of sit in the cave somewhere, I'm sure if there was somebody I was meant to talk to, or if there's some part of the world I'm meant to be in, if I'm meant to be having this conversation, a conversation with this person, then I'll get there. And again, it comes down to trusting. And trust in the universe is massive in this, and it's amazing how we can all wax lyrical about the universe being abundant, and to trust this consciousness, but we don't do that, which kind of moves me on to this whole following your passion. Fast forward a couple of hours, and I'm speaking to a dear friend of mine, and he's kind of just decided that, look, he wants to go it alone. But as he said, it's a bit of a confidence issue. So what separates people who are doing what they're meant to be doing from people who are kind of just living life, the way they're meant to be living, living life in a way where they're not very happy? And it is, again, this confidence and trust again in the universe, that the universe is going to provide. Your people will find you, but they have to come to you in time and space. They have to come to you at a certain place in time, and have to come to you at a certain time. However, there can be that insecurity at the beginning when all these emotions hit you as to whether you're worthy enough to do this, or whatever you're looking to do, or are you confident enough, or can you trust enough? All these feelings will hit you at the beginning, which will make you feel like, oh my God, I'm not worthy enough for it. Which is why it's important to kind of look at a more longer term picture. And by looking at a more longer term picture, what you'll find is you will start trusting the process more, and you'll start following your passion. But then you'll be confident of the fact that, yes, you will find your tribe as and how. Because yes, everything is here and now. But within here and now, there is the concept of time. And by concentrating on that aspect of here and now, we can actually see that at some point people will show up. At some point people will appreciate what we're doing. At some point in some part of the world that you've got to be at, you will meet the right people. And that leads to a deepening of your trust and a real gratitude that life is as it is, that each moment is inherently perfect. You're meeting the right people as and how you need to. It's like even this video has been created by two conversations, because there was no concept of it. But by observing and by trusting what's going on around you, what you'll find is you always seem to know what to do next. So the answers are there, right there. It's whether you will trust yourself. It's whether you will follow that passion, follow whatever it is that you're looking to want to do. Because if it's there, as I've said previously as well, it's there for a reason. And it's there not just so that you'll make £1 million or you'll be loved by your peers or what have you. It's there as a way for you to grow, and more importantly, see more and more of what you truly are, which is always good.